At Price Cutter, local matters, and when you're thinking about local, like Show Me Beef, you also think about the local farmers with the vegetables.
Yes.
Mark, it is so great to see you today, and Kelly and I love vegetables more than you even know. So you've made us very happy, and coming up in just a few minutes, too, we're going to be talking to actually one of our local Missouri farmers, which is amazing.
How exciting.
I want to pick his brain.
That's a big job.
Oh, my gosh.
And we're thankful for him.
We're very thankful. His name is Bob Proffer. He'll be here in just 1 second via Zoom. But, Mark, let's get you. Talk about his farm and what you brought from his farm.
Okay. Right now, it's our time in Missouri. We've been doing California, Mexico, East Coast, West Coast, whatever. Now it's time for us to start shining. We start south in Arkansas. So our local products come from Arkansas at the very first of the season, then it transitions to Missouri, and then we go back to Arkansas later in the season because they can do a double crop there. So Proffer is one of our farms that we get product from, and here's an array of product that we've gotten from him today to kind of show you. It goes from cabbage, squash, tomatoes, eggplant, okra, grape tomatoes. The good thing about getting local produce is if you see the calyx on the eggplant here, see how green that is, how fresh it is. A lot of times things are shipped from California, that's brown already by the time you get it. Same with the color, the brightness of the product, the inside looks good, it's all juicy and ready to go when it gets to us.
We love having it local. It's really, it's really
Well, it makes it different with the fresh. People on the East Coast brag about their seafood because it's fresh, the coast. We brag about our awesome farmers here in Missouri and the produce that we can get. That tomato, doesn't that make you happy?
I was thinking of BLT. Hello,
I know.
stole my name.
Well, and Bob actually has a few different varieties. This is a purple Cherokee. This is a yellow. They're usually a little less acidic. Great on sandwiches, that kind of thing. They don't have that bite that a normal tomato will. And then the famous Arkansas tomatoes that we're getting right now are spectacular this time of year.
And I got to tell you, too, I've grown all three of these in my garden, in my small home garden in the past, and they're so delicious.
Yeah, they are. I even like these are pretty sweet.
I love them.
Yellows.
And these are nice, big tomatoes.
Yeah.
They're huge.
It's a nice
I got to ask him his trick for not letting them split. Mine always split. So let's get to Bob Proffer right now from Proffer Produce. Bob, first of all, it's great to see you. How do you get tomatoes not to split? Mine are constantly splitting in my home garden.
We try to pick them right before the rain hits, that's all. And, early in the mornings or later in the evenings, out in the high part of the sun, because they're more fragile during that part of the time.
So it's as simple as that, Cal?
Yeah, it's as simple as
that.
You got to know when to pick them.
Yeah.
Got to know when to pick them. This is gorgeous, and we're so glad. Now, where are you at? Where are you located?
Our Missouri farm is in Farmington, about an hour south of St. Louis.
Okay.
And Arkansas is about an hour and a half south of Little Rock.
All right, yes.
300 acres in Arkansas, 300 acres in Missouri as well. Like I said, a whole array: tomatoes, peppers, cucumber, squash, melons, corn.
Bob, tell us about your farm too. Is this? I've heard your father and grandfather both farmed this land.
Yes, we started in 1964. My grandfather started in the back of his car, and got into the food and produce business. And then in '66, we were tied together with some Arkansas deals. There used to be auctions everywhere, and over the years, 58 years, it's evolved into a full line wholesale and repack and farming operation here in Arkansas and Missouri both.
Thank you for taking this on. We really, really appreciate what you do. I know it's not easy work. You got to get up early. You got to work late. And thank you for feeding America. Seriously.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for all the local support here.
Yeah, especially Missouri here.
Absolutely.
Yes.
We love that you're available at Price Cutter. We love local. We like keeping it local. What's the feedback you've gotten from the community around Arkansas and Missouri? And do you have a favorite thing to grow?
I do. I like the bell peppers myself. I just like the way the plant and the okra also. The okra has a beautiful flower first thing in the morning. It pops out with about 6 o'clock, and it turns towards the sunlight, and then it closes that bloom as the day goes on. No,
it's just about the community and keeping Missouri fed in Arkansas.
So since we've started this program 25 years ago or so on the farming piece, it has grown drastically every year. And in about 2009, it really just started to swell in every direction on the farm piece of it, and the support has just been huge from pretty much, all the neighboring states around us, each direction.
Yes.
It's a Midwest program.
We also appreciate, Jeremy and I both love the okra, so keep that coming.
Yes.
Keep that coming.
Hey, is it true too? You can take the okra flour and you can fry it up and you can eat the flour.
Yes, you can. The squashes as well, the zucchini and yellow squash too. Yes.
That's fantastic.
Little specialty
I
right
love
there.
That.
Put some
yes.
butter in the pan, fry it up, and
There
they're
you go.
delicious. Waste not, want not, right? Eat everything.
Yep. For sure.
That is fantastic.
How long, Mark, have you had this farm available at Price Cutter? How long have you been working with them?
For 3 years now, since I've been here. I've got here just at the beginning of the pandemic, and Bob helped us out transferring product around the state. He got product for our stores so that we weren't out of stock during the pandemic at the first. So he's been an integral part of what we do at Price Cutter as far as produce goes.
That's fantastic. We've got some stuff we hadn't tried here.
Yes.
We're going to try. We'll fry these up tomorrow. I'm going to just get right in there.
Wait, okay, I'm going to eat the yellow one first. Is that what you're eating? Okay, I'm going to eat the yellow. Tell us about that one.
I think
Like I
that's
say,
beautiful.
it's sweet. It's a little less acidic than the other, and like I said, beautiful on the sandwich, burgers, whatever you're going to do with them.
Bob, which tomato would you say is best for a BLT?
We like the purple tomato at my house.
Purple tomato. That's what I said earlier, isn't it, Bob?
It is so good.
We picked 50 cases yesterday, and I didn't take any home to my wife, and she was upset about it. We sold all of them. We were short on the order, so tonight I have to make sure she gets some purple tomatoes home.
I was going to say, that would be very
We
tempting
like a
not to
fried-
pick some
fried
stuff for
one.
myself
That would
while
be.
you're picking.
Well, you grow it. She ought to be able to get a tomato. My goodness.
Oh, I know.
I'm just so impressed with the turnaround because, like I've grown eggplant to have it green. What is, from picking to getting it to the stores, what's the turnaround time usually, Bob?
Sometimes it's just as much as 24 hours, 48 hours probably tops.
Wow. That's so impressive.
Stuff we're picking today will be back in distribution this evening, and tomorrow ship out and pretty much be gone and recycle again. Every other day picking each item, every SKU.
Thank you again for what you're doing. We really appreciate some good food. Thanks, Bob.
Thanks, Bob.
Thank you,
Love
Bob.
your farm. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, Mark.
And thank you, Mark.
We appreciate it.
Keep eating.
We'll be back, guys, right after this. Those are good.
Yeah, the grapes are.
Man, that's so good. I like the yellow one. I don't know why, but it's